Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome to the Beast Battle Simulator World Cup Finals. The quarterfinals are done, and Europe, America, and both of the African teams have been eliminated, leaving only our semi-finalists, the Megasaurs, the Little Dinosaurs, the Arctic Union, and Australia. The Arctic Union made it through. I would not have expected that, and it was a close match, but basically, they're being carried by 4 seagulls. Very, very literally indeed. We'll have to see if their luck holds. So, first up today, we have got ourselves the semi-finals. So, once again, I'm going to go over to a random number generator I've got on my other monitor here. And we're going to decide who the semi-finalists are going to be. And our first semi-final is going to be the Little Dinosaurs, who are going to be taking on the Megasaurs. It is the battle of the dinos, so we cannot have an all dinosaur final, but we do have guaranteed at least some dinosaurs in the final now. By special dispensation, once again, the dinosaurs are going to have $4,000 to spend rather than $2,000 due to the ridiculously high cost of the T-Rex in particular. The mini dino team also looking exactly the same as it ever did. We're allowing them one little dinosaur who's maybe a little bit bigger than the others to actually start off the match. But other than that, it's a giant pile of raptors. I've spread them out a little bit to make sure they don't get immediately trampled by the big T-Rex. And behind them, the pterodactyl. Now, you have seen the power of flying creatures in the Arctic Union victory, so you know how much a single flying creature can do. This pterodactyl can do that all over again. And then, of course, the little mini raptors, whatever they are exactly. We've got a whole bunch of these guys at the back. Goalies are already set, and you'll also notice the other change we have made is, yes, now we're in the semi-finals, we are playing to 5 to eliminate the role of kind of pure fluke goals or 2, potentially kind of, you know, shifting the result. At this point, it's coming down to pure crunching skill. So, dinosaur versus dinosaur. Who will win? The mighty, but incredibly numerically limited dinosaurs at the back, who you may recall did a marvelously good job clearing out America in the first round. Honestly, I thought the Americans would have that, but no, the big dinosaurs just squished and squished and squished until there were no Americans left on the field. And to be honest, looking at the team that the mini-saurs are actually kind of fielding at this exact moment in time, there's a real risk that could happen exactly all over again. Speaking of the mini-saurs, they themselves, of course, in their first round knocked out the African herbivores, and honestly, I would have considered that a really strong contender to win. So you know these guys are good, they've got the pterodactyl, you know the power of the flipping flying creatures already, so I don't know who this is going to go to. Giant dinosaurs versus the mini-saurs. Play ball as the first semi-final of the Beast Battle Simulator World Cup begins! And would you believe the T-Rex gets off a good first start, doing a spin attack and immediately murdering several raptors. However, the pterodactyl is there. These guys have a massive numerical advantage, but potentially not for much longer. That raptor is glitching the hell out, and surely no! No, that was almost an early goal for the Megasaurs, but not flipping quite. Instead, it looks like it's going to be an early goal for the Mini-Saurs. And you've got to be honest, that was mainly the pterodactyl. Right flipping there, the mini-saurs looks like they might actually have the advantage. We will have to see about that. The mini-saurs most definitely can get on top of the ball. The giant dinosaurs, honestly, they need to just play for time. If the giant dinosaurs can just play for time, goalkeeper doing a good job clearing that out. The pterodactyl doing a beautiful job as well. Oh, really nice deflection. That dinosaur down there, he just saved them. That was a really nice shot on target right there. The pterodactyl is doing huge amounts of work. Right now, the mini-saurs are just running circles around the Megasaurs, but honestly, this needs to basically just be dragged out. If they can just basically turn this into a grinding, slower fight. Slowly, the mini-saurs will be worn down. There's a little bit of blood on the field so far, but nowhere near enough. The giant dinosaurs need to get on top of this. That was a really nice shot there. I think that might have been the Triceratops, I'm not sure. But in comes the pterodactyl. He's got an open shot, and it's a wide open goal! Oh no. Oh dear. This is looking like a very easy win for the mini-saurs right now. The raptors go in comes the pterodactyl. That pterodactyl is just straight up flipping face palms. Oh dear, oh flipping dear. And the raptors going in, they're all kind of, they're bundled together. Pterodactyl does a really nice clearance there. The flying creatures, incredible powerhouses. Honestly, the flying creatures together with the incredibly fast raptors, that is a really nice combination for the mini-saurs. Unquestionably, despite the fact their team value is half that of the Megasaurs, and they've got the creatures to come in. No, the goalie deflects that, but it's coming back. No one can quite quite get it in. And if they can just get their hands on it, no, the goalie's pushing it away. Stegosaurus, no, that's the Triceratops tries to come in. Stegosaurus now coming in. They just can't get on the ball. The thing is, if the T-Rex can just get to the ball, he can just smash it at ridiculously high speed. And this is exactly what they want. They need to get into the corner, but not quite. Goalie is probably ready to take a pot shot. Not quite. Oh, very, very flipping close there, but not quite close enough. Loads of shots on target, but not quite. No, it is a wide open shot. Good there. I think that was a Stegosaurus. Just basically headbutted it and the ball went flying miles. But of course, these guys have got nothing small and light on their team to actually convert that into a goal. That was a really nice shot there by the Pterodactyl. Once again, the ball goes out into open field, but this time it might be just on target. This is why the goalkeeper is here, however, to make sure that random shots like this don't accidentally become goals. And in comes the Pterodactyl to clear. And where are the Megasaurs? Nowhere to be found. They can't keep up. They're too slow for this. If they can keep this going long enough, if they can just play for time, slowly but surely, you can see all of the other creatures. They're just slowly being torn apart. There's not going to be anything left. But if the Minisaurs can just get the goal in. Oh, that's a really nice shot. That might be not quite the equalizer, but it's 2-1. It's 2-1. That is what the Megasaurs need to do. They are not out of this just yet. They need to get in there and just straight up start murdering some people by just walking all over them. That's exactly what the T-Rex is probably about to start doing, especially that one down there that's completely bloody glitching. But no, the Raptors have broken out to the wing, the Pterodactyls too. They're kind of getting in each other's way right now, to be perfectly honest. But at this point, oh, this is looking good. This is looking really good, but it's not quite on target, I don't think. No, and the goalie's gonna, no, push it away. And the Pterodactyl sort of fluffs it. There's no one there to defend right now. No one to defend at all. Pterodactyl, once again, can't quite get the shot in. Just like the Seagulls. They're fast and they're powerful, but he can't quite pull it off. No, Pterodactyl once again goes in. He's on top of it, and oh, that's good. Well done by the Pterodactyl. Up to 3-1. This is looking like a short semi-final. In come the T-Rex again. But we've seen what the T-Rex can do. In the past, the T-Rex can just run in and just whack the ball, and with one almighty shot, just send it flying up the field and straight into the goal. If that is, the T-Rex can even get on top of it. You see right there, that was a really nice headbutt by the Triceratops. Unfortunately, no one there to intercept it, and the Minisaurs are all flipping over it already. Unless that's... Oh, the T-Rex went for a header! Went for a really nice header. The ball's going a bit slowly. The goalie will try and deflect unless the Pterodactyl can convert it. The Pterodactyl can convert it immediately and slams into the net. 4-1. 4-1 to the Minisaurs. Is it too late? Too late for the Megasaurs at this point. I don't know. It might be ultimately in the final. It's looking like the Minisaurs are a good candidate. And honestly, it's a good team. Lots of fast creatures and a flying one and something a bit chunky up front for that first hit. But on this occasion, the Megasaurs managed to get on top of the ball. They might be able to... They're trying to deflect it. It's not working particularly well so far. Oh dear. This is not looking good at all. But those two, I think they're kind of just bunched up with a bunch of Raptors. And the Raptors have now broken free. Those two guys were holding the Raptors in place, but no longer. Now it is just straight open field. But if they kick the ball this way, they might be straight into the no. Pterodactyl's playing smart and also sort of flying directly into the ground, which is straight in there. And with that, the Megasaurs have been eliminated, leaving us to conclude that yes, indeed, we will be seeing the Minisaurs in the final. That Pterodactyl, unquestionably the star player of the team, could potentially hand victory over not to a continent, but to a subset of dinosaurs yet. Next up, of course, Australia versus the wildcard, the Arctic Union. And following an examination of footage and various disputes lodged by other teams, it has been decided that while the Seagulls are allowed to play, their number will be limited to 3, reduced from 4 to 3. Other than that, the Antarctic team looking very, very similar to what you have already seen. Great big chunky polar bears. Those things are not fast, but they will do a good job in the initial scrum. They will stand up to punishment from the other team, and they will do a surprisingly good job with some big chunky headers. And the Penguins are there because it's the, the Arctic Union. We don't really expect much from them, to be honest. Some small changes to the Australia team, however, following analysis of the previous games. The Kangaroos, while still present, have been reduced in number and spread out to be more tactically useful. The Crocodiles, meanwhile, have been, as there's not necessarily that much to chew up in this fight, and indeed, they're probably going to be evenly matched against the Polar Bears, are going to be slowly reduced in number. Meanwhile, the Emus at the back have been spread out into 3 groups of 6 apiece in order to spread out a little bit better. But in all fairness, basically, the big question is, can anything defeat these 3 bloody seagulls? Let's just quickly set the goalies as well. Once again, playing to 5 in the second and final of the 2 semi-finals, the wild card, the Arctic Union, taking on Australia. Looking, in all fairness, like a very, very strong contender at this point. It's a damn good team. Play ball! And straight away, the Crocodiles and the Polar Bears meet in a big, crunching scrum. Now, who actually did better or worse out of that? And it's also bird versus flightless bird, or rather, flightful bird, flighty bird versus flightless bird. It's the emus taking on the, oh blimey, oh that's the straight away, the bloody 3 seagulls, even though there's only 3 of them now, are just trying to get right in there. Surely not, surely flipping not, it's no, it is, oh no, surely flipping not a flip again, Australia, no. Okay, Australia, get in there. Get that ball. Get your flipping... Oh, bloody hell. All of the birds just dive bombed and immediately miss. But this time, the emus are on top of it. The emus are there. They need to basically get themselves untangled from their own flipping crocodiles. And it turns out it's the seagulls again. Those 3 seagulls, is there anything they can't flipping do? Surely flipping not. In comes an emu. No, the goalie manages to deflect it. Goalie manages to deflect it. And at this point, good clearance. Well, partial clearance at least from the emus. And the polar bears are just slowing it down. No, the emus have got something good going on here. But they're definitely going to get to the ball before the flipping... Oh, unless that one gets a header in. Unless... Oh, that's a really nice header. That was a nice header from the emu, but not quite on target, unfortunately. But still, it gets the ball into roughly the right position. Kangaroo goes for a hit. Question now is, it looks like the polar bears are in control. They're at the front. Only one of them's died. The thing is, when it comes to a scrum, those guys will just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. Penguins there, they're not really doing much, to be perfectly honest. Pretty sure there's a seagull in there. Actually, no, where is the seagull? I'm not sure. Oh, goalie manages to deflect. Yes, there's most definitely a seagull. Bloody hell, those things are utterly ludicrous, quite frankly. In comes an emu, looking for a strike, looking for the equaliser, and he gets it! It is 1-1. 1 to Australia, 1 to the Arctic Union. This is definitely not going to be the walkover that we have seen in the past. Abso-flipping-lutely not. And a really good first header. Oh, it's chaos. It's absolute flipping chaos. The emus need to get out of there, damn it. The seagulls are ahead. They're going to try and get the cross in, but honestly, there's no one that's going to be able to convert that. And the goalie, oh, actually, they might have been able to. Just once they might have had a chance. Unfortunately, the goalie and the emus managed to get in there in the nick of time. And now the emus are coming in again. It might be... No, not quite. Not quite. That was close to being 2-1 up to Australia. They would have actually taken the lead for the first time during this match, but not quite flipping yet. But the emus are most definitely still wanting it. They want revenge on their cousins who can actually fly. No one to convert it though, and the goalie just gently pushes that ball away. Emus turn it around again, and the flight birds, the seagulls, are trying to get in there, but unfortunately there's just too many flipping... I think one of the emus just straight up pecked one of the flipping seagulls to death down there. I think that's what just happened. And more stuff's exploding yet. But now it's all about the flipping polar bears. And honestly, the polar bears have got the advantage. If it comes to a straight-up scrum, the polar bears, I think, are going to win against the crocodiles. In come the emus again. One of them's lost a leg, but they're still flipping going. Are there any actual seagulls left on the field? If the seagulls are dead, then you've got to say the advantage is very much with flipping Australia. They've kind of got to just outlast the seagulls in some ways. I don't see any seagulls anywhere. Where are the seagulls? I think they're dead. I think they've been pecked apart. They've got very little health. So honestly, there's a good chance they'll score some goals early. But if they can't score those goals immediately, then potentially they just get killed. And one of the animals has just gone into flipping space. Another cross coming in here. But unfortunately, the Australia team is also being worn down. Slowly, it's being worn down. There's plenty of emus for now, but it's getting caught up in the scrum with the polar bears. And the polar bears are slowly killing things off here. There's a penguin. I'd love it if a penguin got a goal. It would be beautiful if a penguin got a goal. Emu sent in a nice cross, but there's no one there. Once more, the goalkeeper's just doing something. Penguins do literally nothing. The ball just passes over the top of them. I don't even know if they can do anything while they're in their mode. Oh dear. The Australian team is actually... I thought the Australians would now just walk it in, but they can't get it in the net. And unfortunately, it kind of feels like the Australian team is being very badly worn down here by the flipping polar bears. But this might be a chance. This might be... No. Not quite. Not quite. In fact, actually, the opposite is happening. The ball is now, for the first time in a while, into flipping Australia's half. Australia needs to get it back where it wants to be. The polar bears are slow. They just need... Actually, this might be the best thing that's ever happened to them. It might give them a good opportunity to just get a good line. No, still no. They're just... All the emus are just slowly dying. And they can't get a flipping shot in. This is embarrassing for Team Australia, quite frankly. The Seagulls made it look so flipping effortless, but now the Emus have got no competition. They can't get it in the flipping net. This might be it, though, if they could just actually... No, they've left it too long. Australia, what are you doing? Could this be it once again? No. What's left on the field? Oh, there's only 2 flipping polar bears left. What's left at this point? We're running out of animals. We're actually running out of animals and no one can flipping score. And it looks like it might be. And flipping finally, the Australians finally get the second. Bloody hell. Right, straight over to that. We've seen some great football in this tournament so far. That was just a bit embarrassing for poor Team Australia. And the Seagulls are back, of course. The Seagulls are back. They need to be trampled on as soon as flipping possible. Australia need to get them out of the way. So if Australia can't kill them or outlast them, there's a really good chance. Yes, speaking of which, oof. Not quite, but these flipping little seagulls are doing a magnificent job right here. If it gets stuck in the corner, they really struggle to actually get it in, though. The goalie generally does a good job getting rid of it. No, they've managed to stop the ball, but no, the emus are making a break for it. But we've already seen, without support from some of the other animals, the emus really struggle. Australia, 2-1 up for the time being, but I would not bet against a flipping equaliser coming from the... Oh, that was a good header. Australia 3-1 up at this point. Okay. After some very early worrying movements by the Seagulls, Australia are looking good. But they've still got to score twice more. And it might be... No. No. It's fine. It's fine for the time being. Or it might be fine. The goalie's doing a good job trying to deflect. Good work. Good flipping work, but it could be anyone's game yet. No, that was a polar bear header. Couldn't quite get it in. In comes an emu, desperately trying to get it away. No, one of the seagulls actually knocked it away there. Unfortunately, not really what he wanted to do. Still, no one's there. Could be. No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a second for the Arctic. The birds just showed up there and just nudged it in. The Arctic are far from flipping out of this yet. This is ridiculous. They were the wild card joke team. I gave them the Seagulls because I thought they needed the help. But no, they've made it through to the semi-finals. They're putting a damn good run up at this. However, this could be a nice easy fourth for the Australians there. Australia 4-2 up. Could this be it? If they can just get that, some really nice attacking football. However, from the Arctic team there, in comes a polar bear. And in comes the... No, not quite in. No, maybe it is. Yes, it is. It's a third. It's a third for the Arctic team. After the embarrassing second goal by Australia, they're coming thick and fast now. The Arctic are not out of this yet. It is 4-3 to Australia. First to 5 as a reminder. First to 5. And it's happening again. It's exactly the same thing again. But this time, the emus are all flipping over it. But no, the ball's just stuck and a lot of things have just died. The goalie will start firing momentarily, but if the polar bears could not quite get the cross in. The crocodile is holding the polar bears back. Now the question is, can the emus get through the flipping polar bears? Because I strongly suspect they can't. And actually this could work very much in favour of Team Arctic. If Team Arctic just get the emus stuck in them, the emus will start dying, and they're starting to die. You can see the blood splatters already, but it might be too late. I'm not sure where the seagulls are anymore. I think potentially the seagulls might have been killed in the crush over there. The emus have now got the ball. This could be it. This could be Australia booking their ticket in the grand final of this beautiful tournament. The emus just moving the ball around at this point. They've got some good clean air in front of them, but we've seen before they have trouble finishing, but not this time. Oh no, still maybe this time, unfortunately. And there's still plenty of polar bears, but without the birds on their team, without the seagulls, I don't know what the Arctic are going to do. But even if this is it for the Arctic, they have made it far further than anyone expected to. I think that could be it, and it's a beautiful chip to finish it off. Well done, Australia, who have booked their place in the final. And so we move straight on to the grand final. Australia's formation staying exactly as it is, but here they are, the mini-saws. A slight reworking of their formation, slightly to mirror their Australian counterparts. We have got plenty of raptors, one slightly big lad up front for the initial crunching tackle, a bunch of little mini raptors who have certainly helped out, and they're kind of in disguise on this occasion. It might be quite hard to see those, but we'll just have to watch for movement, quite frankly. But the real ringer, the star player of the mini-saws, is, of course, the flipping pterodactyl. We have seen how powerful those 3 seagulls are, and the pterodactyl has scored many goals by himself. So we'll have to see what he can do here. But the emus, they are a formidable force themselves. And these crocodiles will do an excellent job. Sorry, the Komodo dragons will do an excellent job chewing through all of these here raptors. As the match goes on, arguably, I would say the dinosaur side is going to take more damage than the actual Australia side. So Australia, it's in their interest to keep this match going on. But in the end, we've ended up with two fairly similar teams. Arguably, the Australia team a little bit more on the balance side. They've got speed, but they've also got chunky, chewy, attacky things going on as well. The Minisaur side most definitely has more speed, and they've got that absolute flipping star at the rear in the form of the pterodactyl. Honestly, if I had to put money on it, I'd probably put money on the pterodactyl to win this match for the Minisaurs. But go Australia. Regardless, I'm cheering for Australia because I am cheering for our side of the Ice Age. I am cheering for our continent. Go Australia. Go Australia. Play. Flipping. Where have I turned the... Just check I've actually got the goalies on. Yes, both of the goalies are set up, in which case the grand finale, Australia versus the dinosaurs. Play ball! And a good start by the dinosaurs there. A nice big swing. Ball goes out into the open field and the emus are going to be all over it. The pterodactyl's coming in, however. And we know how dangerous the bloody pterodactyl is. However, the pterodactyl is flimsy. The pterodactyl has a bit of health, but not that much. And the mini raptors are. The mini raptors are not actually in control. The emus are... They're all about the same speed at this point. It's one crazy, crazy flipping rush for the ball. I think possibly the mini raptors just have the speed. Pterodactyl slows it all down, and the goalkeeper just turns it away. And blimey, those raptors were looking to convert that into a goal. This is an exciting flipping opening here. Pterodactyl dive bombs into the ground, gets the ball heading back in the right direction. But Australia gets it moving again. Pterodactyl sort of fluffs it, to be honest. The ball was in a better position before the pterodactyl got involved. At this point, the goalkeeper is goalkeeper just flicked over and the ball is out into the open field. But the pterodactyl and the mini raptors will get there first. Actually, I think the emus are yes, the emus are faster on the ground than the mini raptors. That is not something I knew, and that's going to make a huge difference to this fight, I suspect, because it means the emus on the ground are going to get there first. If the pterodactyl can just be got out of the way, arguably, it's another good shot across the bows there, but unfortunately, no one to convert. Goalkeeper takes a couple of pot shots. Ball's on its way. Emus up front. But no, the pterodactyl... Oh, no! The pterodactyl scores an own goal! The pterodactyl totally just scored an own goal. It's 1-0 to Australia. Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought this guy was going to win it for the dinosaurs. He might just win it for Australia instead. Right, the scrum... Oh, no. The pterodactyl wants revenge, damn it. He wants revenge, and he's going to get it straight away. The pterodactyl does a celebratory spin, and I would too, quite frankly. He's managed to flipping equalise. It's 1-1. Oh my goodness, you've got to watch out for that pterodactyl. He's got to be kept away from the ball. The emus coming in over there. The pterodactyl dives too early, but the ball ends up moving in vaguely the right direction regardless. The crocodiles right at the front. The emus there first. That's not a shot on target, and the goalkeeper's going to gently push it away. Pterodactyl ends up on the ground, probably doing some really dramatic spins there. Now, who gets the ball first? The emus are... No, the pterodactyl manages to get there first. The dive bomb is ludicrously fast, but the emu's going to get the next touch. No, he's not. He fluffs it. In comes various things, and all of them fluff it, but the pterodactyl manages to get his wings on it. The pterodactyl is doing very, very nicely indeed. That's actually a shot on target. That could be a shot on target. It is! It's 2-1, and it's the pterodactyl! The mini-saws are winning, and the pterodactyl is just showboating for the crowd there. That was quite the celebration there. That was ridiculous. Right, Australia is losing momentum fast, and the ball is already in a dangerous position for them. Really dangerous position. In fact, no, the goalie manages to... No, he can't. Oh, no. Australia's falling apart. They need to start recovering fast. This is looking very, very bad for Team Australia. That was just a terrible opening by them. They need to get the ball off the side. It can't be an open ground in the middle. The pterodactyl will just swoop in and take it out. They've got to wear it down. They've got to let their crocodiles do some good work. The emus coming in for a good clearance there. Really nice clearance. In fact, they've got a lot of clean air in front of them. The emus have got really good clean air. No, they've not managed to get into the centre. That's just going into the corner. That's going to be a mess. Pterodactyl knocks it out, and the ball ends up over here. Who's getting the next touch? No, it was one of the little raptors. One of the tiny mini raptors comes in. Pterodactyl pushes the ball in. Might have yet another shot, but the goalkeeper's going to try and keep it. Ow! It's not a goal. That was not in. That was technically not over the line. And now the Emus have got wide open space, but only if they can overtake the Mini Raptors. The Emus coming in. They've got a shot, and it's 3-2. It's 3-2. The Australians are not out of this yet. They've managed to recover. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. This is the best game. Right, okay, in comes the good first touch there. Good first touch by the Emu. Pterodactyl can't do a thing. And it's the Emus again. No, it's the Crocodiles. The Crocodiles might have a shot, but no. The Raptors managing to clear. Pterodactyl, good clearance from him. In come the Emus from the side. The Mini Raptors swarming in as well. This is a beautiful, beautiful final. This is the final we deserved, ladies and gentlemen. But no. Good deflection there. But I think that was actually a Crocodile. Pterodactyl goes into flipping space. He's sort of struggling to come back down again. Right, big crunch down here. The big crunch really... Oh! Unfortunately, Aerodactyl is not very good at body slam, as it turns out. But unfortunately, now it's a race. It's a race for the ball in the open field. The Pterodactyl wants it. He's going to get to it first. But can he convert it into a goal? No. No, not on this occasion. And the Pterodactyl's got to be starting to struggle, unfortunately. Ball in the open field. And it might be the Pterodactyl again, but it's not a good angle. No. Looks like the Emu's going to get to it first. If they're lucky, good clearance. Really nice clearance there. Pterodactyl's back on top of it, however. Good old Pterodactyl manages to turn it right around. Unfortunately, not quite. This isn't quite on target. It's heading into the corner. The Emus are getting there first. Let's see if they can get a good clearance once again. But they need something up in the upper field. Oh, there's a lot of blood on this field. This ball's been going on for some time at this point. There's a lot of death. Emus overtaking the Mini Raptors. One of them dies. Can they get it in? No, not quite. It's not quite in. Pterodactyl moves in. Moves to clear. The Pterodactyl has lost, I think, the bottom half of its body. It doesn't matter. It's still flipping, flying. Goes in for an attack. Can't quite get the ball in there. Ball bounces off. Who's there? Is it going to be the... No, it's the Pterodactyl. Stops it. This could be a shot on target, and it is. It's 4-2 to the Dinosaurs. I think that might be a hat-trick for the Pterodactyl. In fact, the Pterodactyl does indeed have its hat-trick. Australia needs to get back in this right now, and it's not looking good. There's a flipping raptor currently unmarked. In comes the Pterodactyl. Oh, he's fluffed it. The nerves of this final moment have managed to get on top of him, unfortunately. In he comes again, crosses it. Goalie manages to kick it out of there. Where are the Emus? Where are the Emus? They're stuck at the back. They're not where they need to be. Pterodactyl's coming in, just gently nudges it with the wing. Big swing from the big heavy hitter on the Dinosaur side. He's not done much so far. Pterodactyl sort of fluffs his touch there. And they really need to clear this ball. This ball needs to be cleared right now. Pterodactyl comes slamming down, but honestly doesn't do much to help out. At this point, the Mini Raptors and the Raptors are up front. The Emus need to get ahead of them. No, the Raptors are keeping the Emus busy. The Pterodactyl is just splattered onto the ground. He's not getting up! He's not getting up! He's waving at the referee, but it's not being called a foul! Someone get out there with the magic spray to sponge. The Pterodactyl's in trouble. Might be dead, in fact. If the Pterodactyl's dead, then that might actually mean Australia is in a much better position. But is he going to wake up when the ball comes near him? We've seen him pretending to be dead before. He's not dead. He's just stuck in the ground. I think that was his touch. That might have been his touch. That might be him. This might be his goal. No, it doesn't go in. The goalkeeper manages to deflect it. This is ridiculous. The Emus get back in there. They're pushing it. Go Emus, go! Go Emus! The Pterodactyl is literally caught to the ground. There's nothing he can do. At this point, hang on. How much is actually left? There's plenty of Emus left on the ground. Don't get the ball near the Pterodactyl. He'll actually get a flipping hitting because he still can. No, there's a raptor there. He's trying to get up. No, he can't. He can't get up. He's completely flipping screwed. The Emu's going over there, but we know, we've seen from a previous during their semi-final, the Australian Emus, they struggle to finish. They're good at clearing the ball, but they're not great finishers. Still, this is a good opportunity for them if they can just get on top of it. No, they can't. And in comes, oh, that's a raptor. That's not a shot on target, though. Wait, hang on. The Pterodactyl is back on the field. The Pterodactyl has managed to stop lying on the ground, calling for a foul. He's decided it's not worth it anymore. Straight back down again. In comes another shot. Not a shot on target. Oh, this is one hell of a final match to end on. This is a great match to end on. Pterodactyl soaring in again. Once again, fluffs it. Looks like the kangaroo has managed to clear that there. That dinosaur doesn't manage to do much. This could be all the Emus need, but they can't get ahead of the Raptors. Another flipping body slam from the Pterodactyl. Doesn't actually do much. The Raptors doing a good job. Something just explodes in the middle of the field. Another shot coming in, but it's slow and it's not on target. In come the Mini Raptors, but we know for a fact the Emus are a little bit faster. Clears the ball and the goalkeeper just pushes it gently away. Now the Emus have got some space. They've got some space. They've got some air. This could be it. This could be it. Australia getting back into the game. This needs to be a good shot. It's not the shot they needed. No, 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 no. That's a real shame. That's a real shame. But now the mini raptors are all over the ball. The ball is not on target. Oh, but it is on target after the pterodactyl gets hit. This might be the end of it. No, really lovely deflection there from the emus. They know that this is the last ball. They know if they fluff this up, this is the end of it. The emus go over here. Oh, no. It's going back in again. No, it's going into the corner. It's not going towards the goal. The minigun goalie's watching it closely. Pterodactyl does another body slam. Goalkeeper pushes it away. How much is left on the field? Not much. Not much. The dinosaurs are pretty much all dead at this point. There's only the pterodactyl flipping left. Well, actually, no! What a finish! What a finish! What a finish! That was just a beautiful header. Powering into the back of the net. You know what? You can't say fairer than that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion that in the question of which continent in the world today produces animals that are the best at football, the answer is smaller than average dinosaurs. And on that revelation, I leave you. This has been the Beast Battle Simulator World Cup. This has been wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have, because I flipping loved putting this together. This game's amazing. Absolutely flipping adore it. So, there we are. Beast Battle Simulator World Cup. I love just messing around with these stupid things like Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator and Beast Battle Simulator. They make the most beautiful, beautiful videos. They're absolutely spectacular. Maybe we'll see this again. Who bloody knows? But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Beast Battle Simulator, the World Cup Finals. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.